Good afternoon, gentlemen. It seems that we are unquestionably late on rent this month. So much so that a irascible landlord has delivered a letter upon our current residency.
Damn. It's that time already?
Now y'all broke asses got 2 goddamn days to give me my money, or it's gonna be some serious repercussions and consequences. At ease, Beatz!
I be on my grind, 6 in the morning. It be on my mind, 6 in the morning. That's why I keep that pine, 6 in the morning. When I'm on that grind, 6 in the morning. I be on my grind, 6 in the morning. It be on my mind, 6 in the morning. That's why I keep that pine, that's why I keep that. When I'm on that grind,
when 6 in the morning. I get it and go, call that a fast break. Young cash cow and all I eat is steak. The pill game been booming, you fuck boys late. Your whole team ribs touching, you the only one ain't. You hang around some real niggas, you the only one ain't. If I fuck with you, my word good as the bank.
damn, if I knew 2 days ago what I knew right now, I wouldn't even be in this shit.
BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. First of all, let me move this because during the day, I like to let y'all be able to see the whole sunshine's coming through. If you're in New York City like me, there is no sun outside. There's just clouds. Shout out to all the clouds. Shout out to the sun that we can't see. Anyway, with all that being said, I wanted to have a conversation today. Oh, before we even get into any of that, what our conversation is going to be, and then we do our monologue before we do any of that stuff, right? This is Sunday. On Sunday, I decided I'm going to try to have the chats open for everybody to talk. This is Sunday. So Sunday, I'm going to try to have the chat open. If we have to throw more than 2 people, if we have to throw 2 people back to back or more than 2 people, then I'm probably going to close the chat up so we could just, because we don't got time for that. Also, getting timeouts, there's nothing wrong with getting timeouts. Let me explain something. If I give you a timeout, it's not because I'm pissed off or angry at something that you said. It's just because I think you need to rethink what you said. Maybe what you said is on point. Maybe I don't understand what you're saying. So I'm giving you a timeout so you could rethink what you're saying and then come back and hit me, boom. If I'm wrong, let me know I'm wrong. We had a situation the other day where I had a title that could have been, was 100%, it could have been different, right? So the title could have been different. The dude comes in, he starts telling me that I'm wrong, not telling me what I'm wrong about. So I don't even understand what he's saying. So all I'm saying is, please, let's think about what we're texting before we send it so I could be able to understand what's going on. So I don't be up here looking like a fool. So I don't get into some back and forth with you guys that's unnecessary. And hopefully so we could try to spread as much good information as possible. So that's only thing it's ever about. That's why whenever anybody comes in here and they say something that's contradictory to what I'm saying, I'm just saying I need for you to try to prove it. Like keep trying to explain to you, I've spent a lot of time around people that are just flat out liars. So I need for you to try to explain to me why I'm wrong. Don't just tell me that I'm wrong and then talk about some shit without giving it context. With that being said, today we're gonna do the roll call around the 6 minute mark. I'm gonna give it about another minute more, so everybody get into the chat if you want to get into the chat. Semantics, putting grown folks on timeouts. Yeah, because what is a timeout supposed to be for your child in the first place? It's not for your child, because sometimes we need to stop and think. What are you talking about? It's not semantics. It's literally used for the same purpose. Sometimes we need to stop and think. Sometimes I need to stop and think. When I need to stop and think, we go to a commercial break. What are you talking about? With that being said, rat bastards. Whole chat is open. You're gonna give me a hard time, Alexander. This is why you be on the other side of the damn wall. Anyway, we're gonna do roll call. Give it about another minute. I want to talk about what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna be discussing, just so we can be clear, I want to discuss just rap, hip hop, and some of these rappers that we lost and the impact that they had on the game, and how they impacted have even been more great in the things that we've definitely missing out because we've lost them. There's a big thing that I want everybody to understand. We laugh, we joke, we he, we ha, we kiki. It is what it is, right? But at the end of the day, we are still people, and we have to have a heart. If we can't decide that we're gonna have a heart, how are we supposed to even decide that we can make decisions for the next generation? People love to say, I'm grown because you're old. No, you're grown because of the experience you had and how that's raised you. You're raised by your experiences. You understand what I'm saying? Those are the things that groom our patterns of thought, the way that we think, the person that we are, our experiences. So I say all that to say this. We as a community have to decide to have better experiences together. When we get together and we have all of these bad experiences, that makes it harder for us to work together when we're in a situation where we have to decide to work with this person or work with that person, because we have too many bad how do you say, community events. So we have to actively start working on changing that dynamic so we could change that line of thought. Because if we can't, we need to be able to be in greater control of ourselves. So one of the things that always mean, and this is what I'm always be hinting on, I don't have a problem with anybody saying anything in the chat. Jokes is great. What we're not going to do, though, we're not going to use jokes as a pattern or a way to insult people. We're not going to do that. We're not going to attack people psychologically. We're not going to do that. So if you're telling a joke, it better either be funny as shit or it better be non-threatening, because that's the type of love we're going to get to give to each other. So if you think that there's something wrong with that, I don't know what to tell you. With that being said, let's do roll call real quick. What up, Alexander F? He says, yep. And then he says, here, before you turn on the members only shit. Only way that the members only thing is going to get turned on today is if we have to start kicking fools. Anyway, shout out to BBN laughing at that joke. That joke was funny enough to get through. What up, Troy Wall? Also, Troy Ave fucking album dropped on my birthday. I was having so much other stuff going on. I'm going to be, obviously, I'm purchasing the album myself. I'm going to be posting my purchase of the album on our regular BBN Network channel. I want everyone else purchase the album. If we could get enough people to purchase the album, tag me and Troy Ave to it, we could possibly get Troy Ave to come pull up to the chat. So let's do that. If I need me to do it first, it's not a problem. I'm gonna cop it today. I gotta do it on this phone's over here. I'm gonna cop it today, and then I'm posting this shit on Instagram. I want y'all niggas to cop that shit also. Post that shit on Instagram. We're gonna get why do I keep saying Instagram like freaking Black Kodak Black? That's how you know niggas watch my channel, because everybody say allegedly like me now. Shout out to them rat bastards. Anyway, so that's what we gonna do. Copy. Shout out to Troy Ave, one of the realest in the game. Don't let nobody lie to you. When people don't like you, or when people don't fuck with you like they don't fuck with Troy, it's because they can't manipulate you. Don't fall for the foolishness. A lot of times niggas don't fuck with you because they can't manipulate you. It don't got shit to do with your value. They can't manipulate you, so they don't want to deal with you. You feel me? That's how it is sometimes. That's a fact. Don't let nobody lie to you. Anyway, what up, 300? How is all of you dudes that I usually say names and shit not on the green team? It costs $2 damn. What the fuck, yo? Shout out to Troy Wall. Shout out to 300. He says that commercial was funniest. Yes, we have a animator, a BBN animator over here now. He's an incredible animator. He got some real funny stuff coming. We're gonna be posting them, obviously. Shout out to shout out. You already seen the commercial. We're gonna be posting more. We have more stuff to post on them. Shout out to them. They have some incredible stuff going on over there. Shout out to Zeus, the guy of gaming. Yo, look, I know y'all guys is waiting for me to come back to 2K. When we get back to 2K, we're gonna have an incredible team. I got a fucking surprise for everybody. I'm actually going to look at a spot today. As y'all can see, my background right now is different. I'm somewhere right now. I'm actually going to go look at a spot today. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about it, but I'm going to go look at a spot today. And if I like the spot, then I can see much positive, great things happening in the near future. Me being able to operate the way that I'm going to be able to a higher capacity. So I'm gonna go look at a spot today. All right. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm not just taking something for whatever, but I guarantee you this, Zeus. I look at that spot today, and I like the spot, and we get with this spot. I'm gonna be back to 2K in a minute, and everybody else is already down, and we gonna get on live, and we gonna do what we do, and we gonna be fucking stars. Let's go. And what up, Liberty Hazelton? Shout out to Liberty. We got Liberty up in the house. He says, "Happy Sunday service, y'all. Let's go." What up, Suzette Carbuckle? What up, Alexander F? He says, "Dope boy Troy." Shout out to Patrick Boyton with the $10 drop. He says, "Peace." Patrick Boyton opening up all of the things. We definitely appreciate you, my brother. Patrick Boyton pulls up to the saloons. He comes in through the door. He's gold, dripped down from the head to the feet. He has on one of them dead crowns and shits. Like he's a whole king out this bitch. And it goes all the way around like this in gold. And then it pops up right here. And it pops up right here. And then it pops up right here real tall. And he got a big ass fucking green emerald on the top. He walks through the door. Everybody turns around. They're like, "What the hell was going on with this guy?" He has a whole freaking, he has a cape on. The cape is purple and gold. The cape has a train. The train is about 3 feet past him. So as he walks in the door and he stops and he looks around this way and he looks around that way, the cape is still outside the door. Going down the stairs a little. He walks into the door. As he walks in the door and he walks over to the bar area where the bartender is. He's dragging dirt from the outside with his cape because it was raining. Shout out to Patrick Boyton. He gets to the bar. The bartender says, "What you drinking today, good my sir?" The bartender hands him some waffles, some blueberry waffles with some maple syrup on them. The bartender hands him some coffees. The bartender hands him a cup of sarsaparilla. He says, "My good sir, you also have a trip upstairs if you choose to." Shout out to Patrick Boyton with the $10 drop, pulling up into the saloon early this morning. What up, Pastor Lee? How you doing this morning? Let's do the saloon this morning. I'm here for it. All right, let's get back to it. Because we're not really talking about a super serious subject. I mean, we are, but we aren't. I'm going to say this much right now because we're discussing rappers that we lost before their time, basically, right? And I want to say this, and I want everybody to be extremely clear. Tupac did like 1,000,000 songs. You don't think he thought he was going to die? Tupac went to jail, came out of jail, and stayed in the studio. They said he was doing like 10 songs a day, some ridiculous number. I'm not even sure. That might be an exaggeration one way or the other. But the point in which I'm trying to make is they said Tupac came out of jail. He stayed in the studio doing 1,000,000 songs. You think that makes me think that he already had a understanding about his impending doom, understanding about how the music industry works. Because also pay attention, as we all know, he went to the West Coast. The only people that came to come get him was Death Row. Why did your niggas on the East Coast leave you in jail? Hold on one second. Let's just refer back to, shout out to Young OG. He said, "Salute Frost." Hold on one second. I want to refer back to the Treyway case real quick. Remember when not Fu. Remember when Fu Banger got arrested? Remember when Fu Banger got arrested? Why didn't they bail him out? So the point in which I'm trying to say is, look at how hip hop is. We had an incredible artist in Tupac. They didn't understand Tupac's value. I'm telling you. Okay, so first of all, Tupac started off. Tupac's from he went to like performing arts school in Baltimore, I believe. He went to the school with Jada Pinkett. It was a high school, whatever the case is. So just a little bit of background. So he went to a performing arts school. So this is another thing that you got to realize. A lot of these guys out here that y'all think just made it, no, they didn't just make it. A lot of these people actually was working on their craft their whole entire lives. Stop trying to hold your kids back. If you got a star, let that star be a damn star. Stop trying to make your kids conform all the damn time. Y'all be having whole stars, and y'all be. That's how come the black sheep is usually the one that excels, because the black sheep be the star in the family that the rest of the family be trying to hold down. And as soon as the black sheep get from around the fucking family, the nigga take off, or the shorty take off. So I'm explaining to you. Stop having complete stars in your family and suppressing them and holding them back because of your own insecurities. Pastor Lee says, yeah, he did like 3 songs a day. So the point in which I'm making is, you don't. Tupac had his own understanding about his own impending doom. Now hold on, I want to say something real quick. Remember, anybody else seen that interview where Tupac said he wanted to go and be a politician? Anybody else seen that interview? Tupac was like, yo, I'm going into politics. Tupac was leaving hip hop. Are you trying to tell me, why would he be leaving hip hop? Okay, so I digress. I'm gonna back up for a second. Everybody knows NBA Youngboy, right? Do y'all remember 2 years ago, NBA Youngboy was having an argument with his label? Copy. I'm gonna check the cash app. Give me 1 second. Remember 2 years ago, NBA Youngboy, it was like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, something like that. NBA Youngboy was having a problem with his label. He wanted out of his contract. The label said no. He said, yo, I'll give you 7 albums. The label still said no. Do you understand? The label was figuring, why the hell are we gonna give this dude back his masters? He might not even live another 3 years. That don't even make sense for us to sell him back his masters. Do you understand what the problem is with our rappers dying early? Do you understand why we need to put more of an onus on keeping our rappers safe? Do you understand this? I'm not talking about the dudes that's just street niggas. I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about the real street niggas that make it in the industry and they done killed like 3 or 4 dudes, so they got it coming. I'm not talking about them. I just want to be clear on this. I just want to be 100% clear on this. Shout out to Young OG with the $10 drop. Shout out to Young OG with the $10 drop. Young OG walks into the saloons. He looks like he's about 14 years old, but he has a whole gray beard that goes all the way down to his navel. He's a whole young OG. He walks into the saloon. He walks into the saloon. They looking at him. They like, what in the hell? He walks up to the bartender. He asks the bar for some alcohol. The bartender looks at him. He doesn't know if he should sell it. Now, granted, there are no alcohol laws nowadays. And I mean, it's like 4 years olds that's probably drinking beer. I think they literally put alcohol in the gums of the babies back in the days in order for the teething process. This is a fact, though. There's still some people that do that. So I'm just not just saying a thing. But even though all of these things is true, in our bar, we don't sell minors. So we walks in. He asks the bartender for a beer. The bartender's looking at him. He's squinting his eyes. He's not sure what to believe. The face or the beard. So he tries to trick him. He hands him a sarsaparilla. Young OG throws back the sarsaparilla. He spits it out. All the way out there. Coincidentally, I'm very sorry to tell you, when he did that, it was right at Patrick Booton, who was minding his business. Anyway, he spits all the sarsaparilla out. He slams the cup down. He says, this is what I ordered, you rat bastard. I want all of the alcohols in this cup. Bartender squints again. Says, I don't know, son. I don't know about this one right here. Shout out to Young OG pulling up into the saloons, trying to get beers. Nobody wants to sell them to him because we're not sure about his age yet. Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $5 drop. He says, come see my comments in the chat. I will look at you. I can't see your comments, Dog Soldier. You writing some words you're not supposed to be writing, man. No, I can't see your comments, man. And you're not kicked. And you're an admin. So whatever you doing is what you doing. Copy? Hold on, let me put live chat. Maybe that would be the issue. Okay, I got live chat. Still can't see your shit. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, what did the five fingers say to the face? I want everybody to put smack in the chat, especially you rap bastards that's usually on the other side of the green wall and can't comment. My dude, the saloon is open today. I told y'all the saloon is open. What other YouTube content creator has a bar that everybody could come to and hang out? None. Who's next? Hold on. So get back to what I'm saying. If y'all remember, I can't see your comments, homie. I already know what's happening though. 9 times out of 10, you're writing something. I gotta switch over to my other app real quick. 9 times out of 10, you're writing something that it has a word that's blocked. 9 times out of 10, I have like 1 billion words blocked. So 9 times out of 10, you're just writing a word that's blocked on me. I don't see your comments. You ain't kicked though. Anyway, let's get back to it. But did you see that NBA YoungBoy wanted to get out of his contract? You know why NBA YoungBoy wanted to get out of his contract? My dude, if NBA YoungBoy is making $10 million, the people that own the rights to his shit is making $100 million. Okay, you get what I'm saying? So he wants the rights to his music back. But if you're the record label, I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you. If I was a record label, not having the mind that I have, but having the mind that people that run these businesses have, I would never give a rapper, especially a street rapper, back their music. I would never. I don't care what they offered me. They couldn't, especially if they was popular, because there's an expectation that you literally have a finite amount of time to be alive, not even to just be popular or have popping music. You know how many rappers died in like 2020? I mean, yeah, we only talk about Pop Smoke and King Vaughn, but you know how many rappers died in 2020? You know how many rappers died that had dope ass songs, and then those songs got sold to uh, uh, established rappers from their whoever their label was? See, I don't understand what this game is. And this is not me knocking nobody, because if you are the label and the person dies and he's an unknown rapper and he has a great song, that song is now useless unless you sell that song. So you're not really doing anything wrong. He's an unknown rapper. You drop the song, the rapper still can't make more music. The rapper can't perform. The song is just, it's going to make you spins, don't get it wrong. You're going to get streams, don't get it wrong. But you can't really market that song because the rapper isn't there. So it's literally in the best interest of the record label to, at that point, find someone to market that song to and sell it. So it's never in a good position for a record label to ever sell you back your masters. So you have to make sure that your first contract, that is not something that you're giving away. Period. What up, produced by Tyler? You can never be giving those away, because it doesn't make. If I was a record label with the mind that these guys have, see, me being who I am, I would never ask for it. I just would never ask for it. You understand what I'm saying? You can't miss something you never had, so I would never ask for it. I would be focusing on other aspects of, to whatever other whatever. Like, that's not something I need. That's your shit. You understand what I'm saying? Also, the way I think is, the better you pay people, the harder they should work, right? So if I have somebody that's extremely talented, I want to pay the shit out of them. You understand what I'm saying? I want them motherfuckers to have whatever the fuck you need. I want you to have it, because I need you to do a thing. I'm not doing that thing. I need you to do it, you rat bastard. Get to work. Oh, a raise? I tell you what. You know what? You did great on the last thing. I'm not going to give you a raise. We're going to give you a bonus because we made we exceeded certain expectations. We give you a bonus. Boom. I can't give you a raise though. Let's see what happens the next time. Let's see what it makes over the life of 6 months. If it makes a certain amount of money over the life of 6 months, we can afford to give you a raise, until the next time that we do something incredible. Now, if you're just doing incredible shit, then hell yeah, we just gonna pay you out the ass. What the fuck do I care? You know what the best people is to have work for you? And obviously, I'm gonna say this, but you're gonna say what the people that's doing the stuff that you don't have to tell them to do. That's the person that they write their own check. They write their own check. That's the person that come up to you and be like, boss, I need this for that thing. And you just like, wait, okay, so real quick, I just want to say this before we go any further. If you don't understand what kind of boss I am, ask Sha Murder. When Sha Murder, before she went off to college, every single thing she came to me and told me she wanted to do, all I asked her was how much did it cost? And then paid for it. Or met her somewhere in the middle of what we could afford. And that's a fact. Shout out to Mocha. We got Mocha in the house. That's a fact. That's not the... She's done said it numerous times on this show. Those is facts. Money make money. That's the reason why you want to get money, so you can use that money that you get to make more money. If your assets is your personnel, you pay your personnel. What the fuck? It's not that difficult. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. I'm not even trying to get into that. Hit that like button, by the way. Let's send out some notifications, let people know that we live. Y'all know we didn't go live at all yesterday, so we probably didn't get... I didn't even get my own damn notification, YouTube, you rat bastards. Alright, so check this out. And look, when I have the chat open, we get less people. When I close the chat, only the green team, we get more people now. Just recognize and realize that. Me closing the chat to only green team members is actually beneficial. Boom. Recognize that. Anyway, with that being said, let's screen a little bit more. Also, we got our morning coffee merch on today. Go hit the link in the comment section. Go cop your morning coffee. Cop some BBN merch. For real, for real. With that being said, hold on. So listen. Yeah, I remember Youngboy wanted to get out of his contract. So hold on. Let's go back to what we was talking about with Tupac real quick. So Tupac comes out of jail. You want to know what they told Tupac? I'm going to tell you what they told Tupac. Yo, man, you know what? You pissed off at those guys. You got to let all that anger out. Just go to the studio. Tupac said, yeah, that's right. I'm just going to go to the studio. Went to the studio. Was creative as shit. Nigga was pissed. He should have been pissed. Just so we could be clear, he got shot up. Almost died. Right? Then he had another situation where some undercover police was doing some weirdo shit. He jumped out and he let off on the undercover cops, shooting them up. Then he had the other situation where the chick tried to say he raped her or whatever the case was, or he let some do. All this happened on the East Coast. I'm gonna tell you something. When you running in situations like that, there's no way you're not getting set up. There's just no way. I'm sorry. Just those type of situations over and over and over and over again, there's no way that there's not something happening over there. Either you got weirdo ass niggas around you, or you just really got somebody that they gonna get you one way or the other, and they coming. I think one of the worst things you could do when you know that you have something on your head is to one of the first things you should do is, I'm not gonna say isolate, but you have to control the interactions that you have with other people. You have to control the knowledge of your comings and goings. You have to limit the individuals that you actually have direct communications with. Shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, anyway, so all that shit happened on the East Coast. Hold on, Joseph. I'm not going into all of that. See how we try to talk about a thing and a person just try to talk about something totally different? We're not even talking about that at this point. We're having a totally different conversation, but I appreciate you. And also, you talking about some shit that's like a year and a half after what we talking about now. So, what the fuck? I hate when people do that. When you're talking about something in the beginning of a story, but they want to jump all the way to the end of the story. Like, so what, you have a thing where you have a... You have a self-esteem issue where you have to let everybody know what the end of the story is before we can get there organically and in a fun way. Shout out to you though. Hold on. Listen, I could tell you what he don't know what he's talking about. That Joseph guy don't know what he's talking about. The Joseph guy don't know what he's talking about. Just leave him alone. He don't even know what he's talking about. All right, he said Pac was beefing with Suge. He don't even know what he's talking about. Just leave it alone. That's not. He don't even know what he's talking about. These niggas be weirdos. Hold on. I'll get to that in a minute. We're gonna get there. Let me tell you what happened though. Tupac had all that beef on the East Coast. When they go bail him out, why you think the fucking first song that came out was California Love? Is that not a good point? I said, is that not a good point?
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even hear what you said.
Oh, God damn it. How you doing? I said a great thing, and then he had an expression over there that was on point, and he didn't even hear what I said. Shout out to that shit. Shout out to Black Cuddy. Salute to the Black Spades, dropping all of those floors over the years. How you doing? So listen. He comes out. He goes to the West Coast. He goes in the booth. He absolutely chronicalizes a lot of his life in such a manner that it should. I'm not gonna lie. Many of his albums, if they aren't already in the Library of Congress, should be. I think that when we start recognizing not all of this rap is art, but some of it is. Like when you have like some things we go to the movie theater to watch in movies, and other things are film. You understand what I'm saying? So you could have an art form being taken more seriously or being applied to a greater degree, or more difficulties being overcome in one particular way that is being presented in contrary or in contrary to another type. You understand what I'm saying? So when I see all of these raps, it's just about bang bang shoot 'em up. That's not art to me. That's just noise for the most part. Sometimes that noise is fun. It is, right? Sometimes we want to hear that noise. Sometimes we're in the type of mood where that bang bang shoot 'em up is the perfect type of medicine that our brains need to get us get those endorphins or whatever the fuck going on is running in our brain to get us in our mood. But also there's this thing that's an art form, and I think that a lot of what Tupac did was the art form at a very, very high degree of difficulty that many people aren't able to accomplish, especially by themselves. You have the reason why we have a lot of artists now that is making incredible music is because they're doing it in compilation or in concert with other rappers. They're doing it with other rappers. So you'll have two incredible minds come together to make an incredible song. Whereas when the 80s and the 90s, it was more as you might have an incredible producer, you might have an incredible engineer, an incredible beat maker, and then you have the incredible artist. And then in conjunction, one way they work together, they make incredible music. Now, the engineers and the beat makers and the producers are now also the artists. So now when they work together and they work together with different artists, it's kind of a different dynamic. That's just my opinion. So you had Tupac working, but Tupac didn't have another lyricist, another artist writing with him to help his bars. He helped people with their bars. Who helps the helper? Joseph says, yo, Suge set Pop up because he wanted to leave Death Row. Pac knew he was getting ripped off with Suge in charge of the label. Come on, bro. First of all, have you followed any music? Or everybody's getting ripped off. Elvis was getting ripped off. So what are you talking about? Every single person in music is getting ripped off, homie. Didn't you just see the situation that happened with Britney Spears and her father? So somebody getting ripped off is not a good reason for me to say that somebody else killed them. Everybody is getting ripped off, homie. You Captain Strawman argument? Captain, I'm gonna be the captain of the lowest hanging fruit over here. That's what you do. You just what's the easiest thing to talk about so I could try to flex my intellect or lack thereof. There you go. That's what you're doing. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not trying to be mean. But when people say stupid things, all I do is think about how funny they are, and then jokes come out. So that's your fault. It's not my fault. I've been doing this for 4 years. You should know this by now. If you come here and you say something stupid, I'm gonna make jokes. If it hurts your feelings, you shouldn't have said the stupid thing. What the fuck, yo? Because he was getting ripped off. We got 60 people in here. Hit that like button. Let's send out some notifications. Because he was getting ripped off. Everybody is getting ripped off. Did you hear what they did to who's those Buddy Holly and them? They was getting ripped off. Name some people. What the fuck? You notice how I'm naming people that's not in hip hop on purpose? It's been going on since then. It's the music industry. You ever heard of Motown? I'm curious. What the fuck, yo? Captain Low Hanging Fruit. There was a lot of whenever you're dealing with hip hop artists, there's a lot of reasons why people are angry at them. It's not always having to do with money. Sometimes people just cross the wrong person, and they think that because they're a celebrity or an individual of note, people will be too scared to touch them. If you kill me, you know you're going to jail. Guess what? Some people don't care about going to jail. Some people even stupider to think that they might be getting away with it, and some people are even smart enough to get away with it. So you probably don't want to hold people to that standard. Let's hold individuals to the standard of this. I have no idea what's on your mind. I have no idea what you're capable of. You might be capable of greatness, whether it be evil or whether it be good. I'm going to treat you how you treat me. But first, I'm going to treat you the way I want to be treated. You're going to see what happens. That energy. Wait, hold on. Bro, Suge knew that without Pac, Death Row would be garbage. So without Pac, Dr. Dre, who as we all know, has been rocking since late 80s, early 90s with NWA. One of the greatest producers of all time, who had an album that people were waiting like 13 years to come out. Pins and Needles, Edge of Seat. Okay, so they still had this guy, but without Pac, they wouldn't have been shit. Also, I'm not sure if Snoop was still there at this point or not. I think Snoop left after Pac left and went to No Limit, but I believe Snoop was still there. So yeah, I don't think you know what you're talking about again. But shout out to you, Captain Low Hanging Fruit. You just go for whatever the lowest hanging fruit is. That's what Joseph wants to talk about. Shout out to Joseph. All of the low hanging fruits. Now we're gonna get back to the conversation that's a little bit more makes sense, where we're gonna talk about multiple different levels of things. Mocha, me and you know, and most of the public knows. The only person that doesn't know is Joseph, because he's just gonna be in here just saying low hanging fruit shit. But please keep interacting with him. No, I want you to keep interacting with him. I want everyone that understands what actually went on to keep interacting with that guy. Also, we are sponsoring people. You can sponsor Joseph for $1. You could sponsor Joseph for $1 to the Cash App. You could sponsor Joseph. Joseph needs all of the sponsors today. Anyway, let's get back to it. Hold on, let's read what he said though. Jamal said it's about leveling up. You eat the losses to get somewhere. Others pay for it. That's a fact. Michael Jackson was epic. Um, is he? Anyway, once again, yeah, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm not talking to him no more. But I'm not talking to him no more. But I like telling jokes, man. So when people come in here and they say stupid shit, this is why the show gets caught up sometime. But he doesn't know what he's talking about, man. Shout out to that shit. Um, let's get back to it. So the point in which I'm trying to make is this: Tupac comes out, goes over to Death Row, makes incredible music. Tupac dies. Who benefits? I'm gonna say something else. You take this wherever you want to take this, but I'm gonna leave it alone. You take this wherever you want to take this, but listen to what I'm gonna say. Almost every single rapper that has ever died has had an extensive catalog that came out after them, at least one album after they died. They died, and then after they died, at least one album. Every rapper. Can you tell me where Big Pun's and Notorious B.I.G.'s album is at? You trying to tell me that those guys only produced enough music to go on the albums that was released? I'm telling you, go ask any person that does music in the studio how many songs that they have that was never released. Go ask them. I'll wait. I ain't gonna hold you. Go ask them. Yo, how many songs did you have that was never released? Go ask them. Mocha with the 499 drops is a sponsor for Joseph. Shout out to that guy. Shout out to all of the Josephs in the world. The low hanging fruit pluckers. What did the five fingers say to the face? And you didn't sponsor Joseph. You smacked the shit out of Joseph. Mocha winds up. She does the helicopter spin with both hands. She goes for the slow spot. She stops at the back of her backhand. Coming across. Wham! Joseph smacked into tomorrow. You always have extra cuts, right? Produced by Tyler. So I need somebody to tell me where I know where they went. I'm gonna be quiet though, because that's a whole nother conversation. I'm gonna be quiet though, because that's a whole nother conversation. And personally, I don't really care about that. But the point at which I'm trying to make is, why don't all of these other guys have all of this extra music that has come out? You trying to tell me that they only went to the freaking studio and made those cuts and only those cuts? I just don't think so. You can't convince me of that. Anyway, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. Be right back.
I be on my grind. It be on my mind. That's why I keep that pine. When I'm on that grind. I be on my grind. It be on my mind. That's why I keep that pine.
That's why I keep that.
When I'm on that grind.
When I get it and go, call that a fast break. Young cash cow and all I eat is steak. The pill game been booming, you fuck boys late. Your whole team rib touching, you the only one ain't. You hang around some real niggas, you the only one ain't. If I fuck with you, my word good as the bank.
Damn, if I knew 2 days ago what I knew right now, I wouldn't even be in this shit.
All right, what's up? I'm gonna put the chat in the I'm gonna put the chat up in here. We ain't had the chat up in here. We gonna put this Joseph dude. What the fuck, yo? Captain. Now do y'all understand why I don't be wanting the chat to be open sometimes? Low hanging fruit. The shit just pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie. I have very low tolerance for bullshit sometimes. I gotta be more tolerant of bullshit, to be honest with you. Anyway, I'm not about to repeat everything you just said. Why would I do that? I'm not even talking about what you're talking about. You don't even understand that I'm not talking about what you're talking about. Why would I repeat what you just said if I'm not even talking about what you're talking about? You don't know what he's talking about, Mocha? What the fuck, yo? What up, LaQuisha Brown? Chat's open. How the chat open and we only got 28 likes? Can we? I tell y'all what. This is what we're gonna do. If we get to 150 likes right now, I'm gonna leave the chat open for the Tonight Show. If we do a Tonight Show. Shout out to Gary Phillips. Also, let's put the Cash App in the chat. Damn show's only been going on for 50 minutes so far and there's no Cash App.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, they're some of the biggest museums in the whole country. Really.
Shout out to the people that already sent the Cash App and I didn't even put it up. You niggas is the real champions. Because I didn't even put the Cash App up. So whoever sent me some Cash Apps this morning, y'all fuck with me, fuck with me.
Yeah.
Not that everybody don't fuck with me. Y'all all fuck with me. Alright? I don't want to make it sound like that. I apologize about that. I don't mean it like that. What up, CCB? First of all, everybody join the green team. Real quick. Let's just do this real quick, if y'all don't mind. And we're going to get back to the show. I need to take breaks like this every now and then, just so we can all get a little bit of refresher. Y'all have time to do things that you guys might want to do, run around and go do or whatever. I think that taking a break every 20, 30 minutes is good for
So yeah, so I just got back and
it's
I'm
good
just
for
kind
the
of
it's good for the
stopping in New
jump
York
off.
for a couple days.
All right, so check this
Doing
out.
a
I'm gonna
bunch
show
of
y'all this.
coffee.
What the fuck?
But yeah, I was born in New York, so I've been
This
here a
guy's
couple
about to tell
times.
y'all
I
his
love
whole
going to
life
Central
story,
Park. Like
and
I've
we
been
on
so many
live.
times. Every time I visit.
I'm trying to tell you, people don't be thinking. I keep trying to tell you, people don't be thinking.
Yeah.
We get right on live and they
Having
come
like a
tell all
coffee
their
and just
personal
walking through the
information
arch
and
is like my
business right
favorite
over
thing
the
to do in New
internet.
York.
They don't even be thinking.
So I did
They
that,
think they in
and then I come
competition with
back.
me.
I've never been to Brooklyn area.
Anyway, hit the
So
join
I just
button
like
right
walk
here.
around.
After you hit the
Really.
join button,
And then
you could go
I
BB and
also
Gang,
love flea
Bag
markets.
Swinger,
So
or you beat Bricks with Bags. You
like
hit
a
the
lot
join
of
button.
big
You hit whichever
outdoor
which one of these
artists
you will
started in
want.
New York.
It's $2 a month,
Like
man. That's not even gonna hurt
kind of
nobody.
started it for all of
$2 a month.
America.
Hit
So
the
I went
join
to some
button.
of those
Boom.
last night.
You won't
So
even
check those
even
out.
miss it.
Really cool. Really, really cool. I read a lot about them over the
Come
years.
on, let's
Just
go.
never got to go. So yeah,
People are
that
crazy.
was really
BB telling
lovely.
their whole
And I
life
think
story right over the internet.
I think my friend
What
and
the
I
fuck?
are just gonna kind
What
of
you
do
gonna
some
do, man?
chill things because I'm a bit low on money after traveling for Europe. So
What you gonna do? Shout out to Black
yeah,
Cuddy.
probably just
All
do
right,
some
let's
maybe
get back to it.
local things, maybe
So
chill
look, check
things,
this
and
out,
then
and I want
tomorrow
to say
I'll
this. I want
fly
to be
home.
a completely nah. Stop telling people we're not talking to people like that. Tyron Williams, we not them. We don't do that. We not doing that energy, homie. I don't mean no. The dude is doing what he doing. I'm not mad at him. He doing what he doing. I'm not upset. It's not like I'm gonna go over there and be like, "Hey, rat bastard." I just think that when people do that, and like I tell people that I'm live streaming before I live stream, and one of the main reasons why I tell people that is because I don't know what's going on in nobody's life, and I don't know where any trajectory that somebody might be going. So you don't never know what kind of information somebody might randomly say online, and then the next thing you know, it might screw them over later in the future. I'm like, yeah, rat bastard. You don't never know. Remember, we cover the news for a living. We've covered quite a few different stories where people have said some regular stuff online, and then the next thing you know, it get found out that it was them, and it fucks their whole life up. And they just said something that wasn't even that important. And also, that's just rude. And when I see people doing that, I'm like, really? So you know that I'm live streaming, and you're just trying to talk over me anyway. Alright, me and you can't be friends. And you already know how I give it up. Once I don't fuck with somebody, I don't fuck with them.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to the chat. Um, so all I'm saying is, I want to know, where is the music from Biggie? Where is the music from Pop? I mean, where's the music from Biggie? Where's the music from Pun? Pop, a lot of music. Pop Smoke, he passes away. He has a whole album that come out a year after he passes away. Right?
But yeah, out west has
I don't know
so
how many of
much.
y'all go
That's my
and
favorite
been
part
in
of
the
the country.
studio
It's
before.
so beautiful.
I used to
If
be
you
in the
make it to
studio
the
all the
national
time.
parks out there, I highly
I damn
suggest.
near grew up in the
Because
studio in the 90s.
so like I live
Just
in
keeping it a
Indiana,
stack
but
with you.
I spend most of my time out west
I grew up in the studio when the rappers, when the producers and everything literally had to have a shitload of freaking vinyl, so they could go through all of the albums to find whatever samples they wanted to make their music. I grew up in that era, in the studio with those dudes. Alright, I'm just keeping it a stack with you. I'm not nice by accident.
Mm-hmm. It'd be worth it, I think, especially when you're in California, to like rent a car, because so many of the
Just throwing that out
concerts are
there.
in
I
California.
grew up in that era.
And to like
So
rent a
I
car
already
and drive
know, you go
around,
to the studio, you might
meet
make
someone or be able to go with someone. It's
5,
so
6, 7, 8 songs. One of those songs might
it's a
make it to the
very
over the
unique
course of,
thing
let's
that
say, a
you
month.
can't
You
really
make
see
like
anywhere
6
else,
songs.
especially
That's
like
why another
like
thing. I'm
the
gonna say something real
Southwest.
quick.
It's crazy.
I'm tired of hearing these rappers now talking about how they hustling and how they
But yeah, it's
grinding,
so hard to
and I
see
only
all
could
over
see
there. I
one
mean,
song of yours
I
on the
haven't even
internet.
seen all of
I
it
don't want to
yet.
hear no more that you hustling and you grinding, and you a rapper and you only got like 1 or 2 songs on the internet. If you're a rapper, your job is to be in the fucking studio making music. Everything else is secondary. All of this promotion that these dudes do on the internet, all of this beefing that you're doing with, all of that promotion, that's secondary. If you're a rapper, your number one thing that you're supposed to be doing is putting out music.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing these up and coming rappers that got 2 songs. It's been 3 years. You only got 2 songs. You is not next.
Nice.
We is not doing this.
Yeah.
3 years, 2 damn songs. You is
Yeah.
not next.
Definitely Chicago.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
So I'm very
Somebody
close to
helped you write
Chicago,
that song.
Indiana, and that's my favorite city in the
You
country.
bought that shit. You need to buy more music. You do not have the money to buy the quality. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Let's call it
Yeah,
what it
very
is.
lovely. Yeah, big river
Now I'm
town.
gonna say
Really,
something
I
to
don't
all
know.
of
There's
you.
just something about it.
There's a lot
Like
of
New York
dudes out
is
here that's
so
nice, women,
big,
that want to
and
be
Chicago is
rappers.
obviously also
You better
really
date
big, but
one
it's
of them
still like kind
motherfuckers
of
and have them
manageable.
help
I
you
don't
write
know.
some bars.
It's hard to
Boom,
settle
now
in a
you a
culture of
superstar.
like a city so big
Mocha
and just
says, I
like
believe when
feel
some
it,
of these
you know,
rappers
this
die, they still
idea
owe
of
money to the label. I guarantee you, as soon as this
yeah,
live
I think in the
starts,
middle
their
of I guess it's
conversation
like
is gonna
the
end.
southern middle
I
of the country,
guarantee,
like
I'm
New
gonna tape it.
Orleans is
Watch.
really worth
I'm
going.
gonna film it.
It's like
Before we go off, I promise you, as soon as our show is over, they're gonna all of a sudden have no more to talk about and have to leave. Mocha says, I believe when some of these rappers die, they still owe money to the label. No, that's a fact. Money and masters shift hands to pay back. Yo, look, let me explain something to you real quick. The contracts a lot of these rappers are in are specifically designed so they never get out of them.
yeah.
The record label's just a bank. The record label lends you
Yeah, the
money.
headquarters.
The record label keeps lending you money. It's like a mortgage. The record. Oh, hello. Good morning.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
you good? I was saying
Yeah,
good
New
morning to
Orleans,
the
I
other
think like
chick
those the big
because I
jazz
thought
centers
they
and
look
shit
alike.
in Chicago. Yeah.
I thought the other girls. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. So let me tell you what
Colorado is
happened.
also really cool. It's kind of um
If I ever tell you a
yeah, kind of the
story and
center
it
of the country,
begins
I feel
and
like, with
let me
places
tell you
like
what happened,
yeah, like
I
Denver,
promise you,
Colorado.
I promise you, every
Also
word
very
I
beautiful.
say
Friend of
is
my
true.
mom's, and yeah,
I
very
am
fun.
literally reliving this damn thing at that moment. Who do, no, I think they're just, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I think they're literally just talking so they could just talk over me to fuck up our show. Because nobody thinks that I do this for a living. Everybody always thinks that I've been doing this for 4 years. This is literally where I make my money from. This is my job, this and advertisement. But nobody ever believes that I do this for a living. So people always want to interrupt me because I promise you, I don't mean to be racist, and my own people do this to me even more than people that aren't. But if I wasn't black, I'm telling you that's what it is.
Yeah, I always just like
Black
real
people do it to me
when
even more than any
I'm
other
in
race of
Chicago.
people.
That's what I'm doing.
Black people are the worst whenever I'm doing this to getting loud and talking and gotten to be heard. Black people more than any. And I say that every
Yeah.
single time. Lady just said I tried to make it a race issue. And I'm literally saying that black people do it more. Do you understand how people don't listen when I talk? People don't listen when I
Yeah,
talk.
I always
They just
my
wait for me to
struggle
say
with
a
that.
thing so they can react in the most negative way possible. I just said
Usually
black
more
people do it more than me than white
yeah,
people.
this time I've
And the
tried to
first
get
thing that
I'm
these
almost
white
like
people
in
did
for
was
like a
then be
whole ceremony,
spiteful.
so I don't
The first thing that they decided, the woman too, first, the first thing that she thought was spite. The first thought to her brain. I told you, people are naturally evil. I keep telling y'all this. Naturally, people are evil. Naturally. That's the human being's natural state of being is to be evil. To see something and want to affect it in a negative way, not to see something and want to affect it in a positive way. So what we have to do is we have to actively recognize the people who move like that, and we have to embrace them. And when you see somebody that want to affect things in positive ways, we got to support them. We don't hate on people like this. We just don't support them. Don't support that energy. Don't hate on them. I don't mean nothing bad for nobody. Don't support them. Don't support that energy. When you see people out there that's trying to promote growth, when you see people out there that's trying to add to something, like when I tell you, people be say, do good. I say no. First, do no harm. Then after do no harm, then you do good. You understand what I'm saying? It's do no harm first. Says of course things will be better without the deaf culture. I think the worst thing that's going on in hip hop just in general is just the normal blacks not having enough love for each other. And that's usually that's why whenever anybody come to this channel and try to say I'm racist, y'all know my daughter. My daughter's mother's white. Y'all guys always accuse me of I'm gonna end up marrying a white woman. There is no racism in me. There's zero racism in me. So you see how people react. I'm black, so I can't talk about racism. And if I ever talk about racism, that means I'm accusing a white person of being racist. I can't just be talking about the concept because a thing has happened and then the topic comes up. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's racism. That's racism. Rewind back to when I spoke about racism and listen to what she said. Listen to what she said. People are 100% inherently evil. Do you see how people treat me? My experiences, okay, my experiences with people is that people are inherently evil. If your experiences are different, God blessed you. My experiences are people are more likely to try to do hurt and try to destroy you and try to hurt you than they are to try to understand what you're going through and what's going through with you. Me, I'm usually trying to understand what somebody else is going through so I could respond accordingly. People don't think like that. People think like this. They see you doing a thing, they want to figure out how to manipulate you to their best interests. Period. Tell me where the fuck I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. That's what tell me one thing that I just said wrong. That's what people are. That's evil. If you're not looking at a situation and thinking either I'm gonna leave it alone or I'm gonna be a attribute, a positive attribute, then you negatively getting involved in the situation to affect it in a negative way for no reason whatsoever. That's evil. What the fuck? I understand the English language. I have a couple of degrees. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I've been to quite a few different colleges. I have a little bit of wildly knowledge. I'm 45 years old and I look like I'm in my 30s. What the fuck? So I'm obviously taking care of myself health-wise. Also. 45 years old. I look like this. Nah, people are evil. Anyway, let's get back to the actual conversation. Put it like this. This is the best way I could put it. We go live a lot of places. You could tell when somebody is just talking because they having a conversation with somebody and when somebody is trying to overtalk you. We go live a lot of places. We go live a lot of places where people have conversations. Now look how they're talking. Like normal human beings. But as soon as I start talking so you can hear me, they're going to try to talk over the top of me so you can't hear me. You understand what I'm saying? Now they're talking like normal human beings. They wasn't talking like this 2 seconds ago. Copy?
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to do and what not to do. I'm kicking you. Boom. Hold that. I don't care who you are. You all caps anyway. I don't even want you in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every name I see that's all caps, I want to kick them right off the rip.
Was
So
that
I'm usually just waiting for them to say something for me to throw you out.
Or was that like related to your school, your university?
I'm waiting for them to say their social security number. They done told y'all where they went to school. They done told y'all they good morning. They done told y'all where they went to school. They done told y'all their names. If one of y'all was trying to steal their identification, it would not be too hard. All you got to do is go back through the live and get their information. You could literally steal their information and probably get some IDs. They not smart. Shout out to D Candyman. He said salute for us BBN. They not smart. You could literally just go back, get their identification and information, and try to open up accounts on these guys. They done told you shitload of information about them. These guys are not smart. Have a good day.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Would you go
Thank
to
you.
Thailand? Were you with the French
Yeah, these
embassy?
guys is not smart. What the fuck? This is the internet days. What the fuck? They probably just already said some stuff that a potential employer, if they found out about it, would be like, nah, you're not our type. We got videos over here that's over 2 million views. These motherfuckers. Anyway,
So were you living in Chiang Mai then? Yeah. Nice.
once again, I'm supposed to be going and looking at an apartment today. I'm just so if y'all see me in a different digs, I'm supposed to be going to look at an apartment today. Not 100% sure how I'm gonna deal with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna go look at it. I don't know if we're gonna take it. There is criteria involved. There are criteria involved
Yeah. Yeah.
that have me questioning. I can't talk about what the criteria is. But generally speaking, if it was just a regular deal, I would just take it flat out. But there's criteria involved that is making me a little bit skeptical. But we're supposed to be looking at a place today. We're supposed to be looking at a place today. I don't know what to tell you. Other than that, that's all I can tell you about it. We're supposed to be looking at a place today. We're gonna see what happens. Um, Other than that, I don't know what to tell you.
Bangkok is
Supposed to be looking at a
oversaturation.
place today.
It's just like
I don't know. It's pretty cool though. So we're gonna find out what it is. Besides the
yeah.
I don't want nobody in the
Some
chat
people
talking about the people in the
talk shit
background.
all the time. They're like, we love
Admins,
our
if
shops
anybody in
and
the
they're like
chat
trying to
speak
like
about somebody in the
buy something
background,
and
assume that they're trying to incite me to talk about the people in the background and put them on a timeout.
5 days shipping
If you
with
have to
us
put
as well.
somebody on a timeout for more than one time for doing that, just kick them straight out the room.
I was just backpacking, so I was in Bangkok for a bit, and I went up to Ayutthaya, yeah, and Lopburi. That was lovely. I went there because it's like the city that's like all monkeys,
Also, the
and
Tyrone
everywhere it's like
Williams,
in
we
phase.
should probably be kicking him anyway. I believe he's the account that's in here to see if they could spam. They can't spam. Admins, whenever you see somebody doing a lot of comments like that, most of the time those are the guys trying to see if they could spam or not.
Yeah,
They can't spam. I got all spamming turned off.
yeah.
It's not possible.
Lopburi is like you got hundreds of thousands like everywhere. It's
So I
like
really
so
don't
it's
even want him here,
worth.
to be honest with you.
So
Anyway,
so yeah, Lopburi, and then I kind of stopped at one other city called Phaya on the way to Chiang Mai, and then I went to Chiang Rai.
well, we're talking about rappers just in general. Well, we should be talking about rappers just in general. I am gonna say this much though,
Yeah,
just
I
so we
like
could
it
be
because
clear.
like Chiang Mai is
Um,
like even a little smaller than that, but like
Pop Smoke
still these
dropped the
producers
album after he passed
when
away.
I flew down to Japan
Tupac
for
dropped numerous albums after he
their
passed away.
Tupac went to
I
Bangkok.
really need to know. Well, the reason why I brought that up, just so we could be clear, is
I feel like we could go
a
back
record label or
and see
whoever
all
owns
of
your
their
masters, they don't want to give the masters back to the rappers. And one of the reasons why rappers can't get their masters back is because you might pass away, you
But it was
might
fun.
die.
I want to
When you
definitely
die,
go
we
back
want to own your masters.
on this trip. I would have gone to Asia. I think it was
When you die, we
decided
want to own your
to
masters.
go right now.
You're a rapper.
Difficult to manage. I
Uh,
think it is open a little bit.
you might die in gang
But
violence. You might die from a drug overdose. You might kill yourself. That happens too. It might be. There's so many different reasons why a rapper should die, could die. Pardon me. I'm gonna explain something. The number one job of a rapper right now is to flex money, right? Even though the number one job should be, look, as soon as we kick the other guy, this Anthony Broadneck's guy just came in. Watch him start doing a lot of commenting.
yeah, it's also
Now look, pay attention. Listen, pay attention. Number one job of a rapper should be to make music, but it's not. The number one job of a rapper nowadays is to flex. The number one job of a rapper is to be getting out of the freaking Lamborghinis on Instagram. The number one, I keep saying it like fucking Kodak Black. That shit makes me laugh every time. The number one job of a rapper is to put on fucking Balenciaga clothes and take pictures. Wear Gucci clothes and take pictures. These are the number one jobs of a rapper now. It's not to make music. These record labels, they don't want to give you back your fucking masters. It don't make sense for them to give you back your masters if your number one job is telling people how much money you have, just so the people who are jealous of you is gonna try to figure out how to kill you and take it from you. There's a reason why rappers are constantly getting. Okay, so I'm gonna put you on the game. You know, in the 80s, rappers got robbed all the time. You know, that's what the whole chain thing was about, right? Rappers got robbed all the time. Rappers got robbed backstage, homie. Rappers got robbed backstage, homie. Rappers got robbed all the time. Number one job of a rapper is to rap. How could the number one job of a rapper be to lift the community? The number one job of any music artist is to make music, independent of what the music is about, because I'm not a bigot. So I'm not going to say that people have to make the type of music that I want to hear. I believe that people should make the type of music that they feel, unlike other people. So no, I believe that a artist of any kind, number one job is to create said art. Low hanging fruit. Captain Low hanging fruit. Listen, look at this guy's comments. All of his comments is low hanging fruit. Every last one. Mocha says, wearing chains that now sound like tin for you clanking together. Yeah. So, look, check this out. Rappers been getting their chains snatched since the 80s. Since the beginning of hip-hop. This is nothing new. This is zero things new about this. Okay? Rappers been getting targeted since the 80s. Rappers have been getting killed since the 80s. Yeah, I just don't know about a lot of these dudes. Rappers been getting killed since the 80s. I don't like the F word being used, Gary Phillip, but you used it appropriately. That's why the community is effed up now. They following rappers. Yes, the community should not be following rappers. That's insane. Every once in a while, a rapper probably will come out that has a message that's worth the community following. But it is not every single rapper's responsibility to make music to uplift the community. That's insane, and that's an incredible weight to put on a person. That's insanity. Every single rapper's job is to make music that's gonna uplift the community. You know what kind of standards you're holding people to? Why would you do that to a person? Thank you. Yes, native son. Rappers are sadly raising people kids. This is a fact. You got idiots out there that think that rappers should be role models. No, you're not a role model because you're a rapper.
to
Your
make
actions make you a
Spain,
role
and
model. I'm
like
going to
did
explain
not have.
something.
I didn't want to be totally
Charles
broke when I got
Barkley was
back, and
not
so you
wrong.
keep traveling with
Charles
it. So
Barkley was telling
I
people, I
decided
am
to go
not a
back
role
before I
model.
left, but I did.
Yes,
I would
I
have
am
loved to
a
get back with
person
it.
that you see me, I'm a public figure. But I'm not anybody that you should model your life behind. That's what Charles Barkley said. He was not wrong. Stop thinking just because somebody's a basketball player that they gotta be a role model. No, let them people go live their fucking lives. Now look, y'all also don't want us to get upset at people because of who they choose to love, right? So how can we get upset at somebody just because they highly skilled, what they choose to have their lifestyle as? If that basketball player want to be a drug addict, that shit is on him. Just don't get nobody killed. What the hell?
And what is the city that you live in France? Is it
People
Paris,
want
you said?
people think you should be a role model because you're a celebrity. I think you should be a celebrity because you're a role
You
model.
said what?
Me and you are not the same.
Lille.
What up, B Maverick?
Okay.
Gangs are 100% raising kids.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Is it does it snow there?
Nipsey was a banger. Bangers are not role models for kids. He looked after his hood, not the whole California. Facts. Mocha, what you have to understand, I'm agreeing with you by the way. What you have to understand is that these people try to think of a thing and then mold their logic and reasoning. Good morning. Mold their logic and reasoning around what they want you to believe, around what they want you to believe.
Oh
You
yeah,
understand
yeah.
what
You're
I'm
so
saying?
close to Belgium.
Rappers are not role models. The majority of rappers talk about how
Yeah.
hard their struggle is.
So is
The
your food
majority of
and everything
rappers talk
very
about
influenced by Belgium?
selling drugs and doing illegal stuff to pay bills. How the fuck is that being a role model? So I'm not on that time. And anybody out here talking about how rappers should be role models, I don't understand what's wrong with you.
Okay.
I don't understand what's wrong with you. Rappers should not be role models. Are there some rappers who are role models? Absolutely. But just because you are a rapper, that doesn't certify that you're a role model. What the fuck? So you want your kid, all due
Yeah.
respect
Okay.
to the late great ODB, but you want your kid to grow up to be like ODB? No
Okay.
disrespect to the late great ODB. But as great as he is and as much as we love him, who the fuck is thinking I want my child to grow up to be just like him? No, but we enjoy him and we happy that he existed and we appreciate the content that he created and put into the algorithm. But nobody's trying to raise their kid to be him. So you understand how foolish that is to think that just because a person, do you understand the limits to the creativity that you're going to create when you're going to say that every single person who creates art has to do it in the capacity in which where they're encouraging the environment in a positive way overtly? You know what kind of, do you understand what kind of, do you understand what kind of limits you're putting on the creativity of people? That's crazy.
Okay.
Native Son says nowadays I have a newfound respect for the Amish. All technology ain't good technology. That's a fact. Um, Look at Snoop. He's a positive role model that reps blue flag still. Once again, I think you can be a positive role model being a gang member. 100%. If you understood
Yeah.
how many people are politicians that were gang members, you would stop even thinking that you can't be a positive influence in the community having once have been a gang
That'd be
member.
lovely to do it with
Those things are not mutually exclusive.
Oh yeah. I think that's something that I would love to do next. It's
Mocha, these guys just talk. Thank you for being in here, Mocha. I appreciate you. I need more people in here ready to spit out facts when these people come in here talking crazy. Let's go to a commercial break real quick. I'll be right back. I'm going to go to a commercial break real quick. I'll be right back.
I be on my grind. It be on my mind. That's why I keep that pine. When I'm on that grind. I be on my grind. It be on my mind. That's why I keep that pine. When I'm on that grind.
When I get it and go, call that a fast break. Young cash cow and all I eat is steak. The pill game been booming, you fuck boys late. Your whole team rib touching, you the only one ain't. You hang around some real niggas, you the only one ain't. If I fuck with you, my word good as the bank.
Damn, if I knew 2 days ago what I knew right now, I wouldn't even be in this shit.
Salute to the homie Frost, man. Pulled up on the kid, man. Little bite, chopped it up, one-on-one, grown man shit. Now this man know I ain't a fucking troll no more. Salute to Frost, man. Hold your head. Stay positive, brother. Fuck them haters, man.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. It seems that we are unquestionably late on rent this month. So much so that a irascible landlord has delivered a letter upon our current residency.
Damn. It's that time already?
Now y'all broke asses got 2 goddamn days to give me my money, or it's gonna be some serious repercussions and consequences. At ease, Beatz!
Okay, so I just got back. Y'all talking about witches now? What the hell? Native Son says, when I see you singing a song and they're repeating or watching the same TikTok loop over and over again, it's like they're in a trance. Can't tell me spells. First of all, I don't want to go too far into this, but music soothes the savage beast. We've been hearing forever throughout the history of us being alive. We've been hearing forever throughout the history of us being alive that auditory music and auditory sounds can control an individual's emotional state of mind. We've been hearing that since we've been children. I just want to just point that out, and then I'm going to leave that at that, because there's just certain things that I don't even think I'm capable of really having an extensive conversation about without having individuals around me that could that's smarter than me on the particular subject. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think this is something that I could have a conversation about. No, not all music is good music. We got some fool in here that thinks that every single rapper is supposed to be putting out "we love each other" music. What the fuck? We should have no variations of anything. No, I'm not trying to discredit anybody's potential. I'm not trying to discredit anybody's. I'm not trying to discredit anybody's music. Everybody's music is relevant. Whether I like it or not is not dependent on whether it's good or not. You understand? Whether I like it or not just is dependent on whether it resonates with me. That's it. It could be good music that just don't resonate with me. And I think that that's kind of how you doing. Right? I think that's kind of like how we got to look at life sometimes. Like things aren't necessarily good or bad. It's just a different vibration. And I think a lot of times people be like, "Yo, that shit is whack," or they hate on something, you know, because fundamentally to them they see it as wrong. But that's because they scared. Now look, everybody left. This guy over there turns his phone on as loud as possible to play now. Let me see if there's a door over here real quick that I could close. What the fuck? Motherfuckers. Now everybody left, and as soon as everybody left, there's a dude that just went and he turned his phone up all the way. Just, what the fuck? Anyway, you can't tell me that people don't be doing shit like this when they see you working. But like I said, people don't consider this a job, so you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people be like, when a person can't see something, them doing a thing, they don't think you could do it. And also, old niggas just hate on young niggas all the time for no reason whatsoever. He an old nigga, so he probably just hating on me. That's why whenever people try to tell me, why don't young people and old people have better communications, I'm going to tell you right now, 9 times out of 10, it's the older people. I promise you. Mocha says, I'm spicy. He's just playing the shit loud just to be a dick. I don't got nothing to say to you. I don't got nothing. We don't got to talk no more. He was doing it off spite. He's doing it off spite. Little dick syndrome. You know how niggas got little dicks? So they always think they got to do some weirdo shit. So he see me working right here. So he see me working. He got a little dick. So what he got to do is he got to try to get involved negatively. It's little dick syndrome. Everybody know what that is. So he could laugh and act like he don't know what it is, but every single man know what little dick syndrome is. It's when you just get involved in other people's lives for no reason and do bullshit. Every single man know, every woman knows what it is. So at this point, it's not even me calling him nothing. It's me stating a fact. Everybody knows what little dick syndrome is. That's when the niggas got to walk around and try to get in another nigga's nerves for no reason because they got a little dick. At this point, play whatever you want as loud as you want. Boom. Because it's going to be what it is. Mocha says, Frost, I'm getting the CV person. Go back at them. It don't make a difference. Do what you do. Nah, I'm not paying CCB no attention. You are. I'm fine with you guys going back and forth. Do whatever y'all doing. We just had a fight on live just the other day. Remember the fight we just had on live? I filmed my shit to put them shits on the internet. Y'all know I don't give a fuck. I be filming. We just had our shit on the internet the other day, nigga. We filmed my shit and put our shit on the internet. That's a fact. We don't care. We don't care. We film my shit, put our shit on the internet.
Only flash fuck with you up to shit, okay?
Look. You know we do that. And the last time we did, how many people pulled up? They wanted to look at him concerned with what I'm talking about. Little dick syndrome. Anyway, anyway, let's get those likes up. Let's send out some notifications. We could get to 100 people. Let's go. Once again, let's get to the chat. Mocha says Snoop is a banger. All Cali bangers are still active until they die. Street codes for the dummies in the back. Mocha, you're literally. I'm just gonna say this to you because I don't want you to have a aneurysm over there. You literally just arguing with one of those people that just say the opposite of everything you say. Look, you see how she just. Oh, you can't see that. I'm gonna let you say it. I'm gonna kick him now. He's just trying to get kicked. Look, I let the shit go up. He's just trying to get kicked, Mocha. Don't let him get to you. Look, he just trying to get kicked. Boom. He want to get kicked. He's out of here. There you go. Now you don't got to worry about him. He's all the way out the door. Yeah, I thought you was having fun. I was gonna leave him, but when he did the middle finger thing, we kick him. I was gonna leave him. I was gonna let y'all keep arguing. I don't care. Zeus says everybody knows Snoop still been banging. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? Oh, hold on. Let me explain something to the people who might not understand. These guys come in here to say lies on purpose to try to get me to engage with them. The fact that Mocha engaged with that dude and I didn't have to waste my time, that's pluses. I appreciate you, Mocha. Thank you for engaging with the idiot and not making me have to waste my time. Thank you, Zeus, for backing her up after the fact. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best.
You gotta share the space with them.
I am sharing the space. I'm not doing nothing.
Now, if you need a quieter place, the game room is pretty good because there are less people there.
Oh, so this dude went and complained on me? I'm not doing nothing. Am I talking too loud right now?
You were talking a bit loud earlier. I did hear it myself.
Am I talking right now too loud?
Not right now.
When you came in, was I talking too loud?
No.
Because, hold on, let me explain. What he's doing is he's playing stuff in the background to make me have to raise my voice so I could be heard. If he's not playing nothing in the background, loud. Hold on, I understand. Hold on, I'm just trying to explain. He's going over there purposely playing stuff in the background so he could disrupt me. He's doing it on purpose. I went and asked him. He literally just said he's doing it on purpose to my face. So hold on. The point in which I'm trying to make is I'm keeping it low, but I don't have no choice but to talk louder to be heard if he raises his thing. The fact that he just went and told you that is crazy because he's literally making me have to talk louder.
This is a commune. Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah, but he's making me have to talk louder to be heard.
Put the TV
and
on.
then
Do I
he's
have to turn off the TV
complaining.
on?
Now you see what I'm saying?
I understand, but like this is still a communal area. This place does get loud, like even naturally.
Yeah, but I've been here before, so you already know that I know.
No, I know you.
So the point in which I'm trying to make is he's just trying to disrupt what I'm doing. He's not even doing anything. He's just trying to disrupt what I'm doing.
You know what I'm doing.
No matter, you know what? I'm not even talking. What you need me to do? Keep it down, right? Boom, I'm keeping it down.
I need you to keep it down, but like I need you to understand this is also.
I'm also keeping it down. You're telling me to keep it down when he's purposely making noise for me to talk louder. He said he's purposely making noise to make me have to talk louder. Then when I talk louder, he's complaining I'm being loud.
But like what I'm trying to explain to you is that this place gets loud naturally either way.
And I'm saying I don't have a problem with that at all. If it's naturally loud, it's naturally loud. There's nothing nobody could do about that. I'm saying he's purposely.
Purposely? How do you know what I'm doing?
Because he just told me he's doing it. I went next to him.
All right. Yeah, I mean.
I'm gonna keep it down, but look, just so we could be proof. After we had the conversation, he's sitting in there doing something. Now he's gonna go turn the TV on and turn it up as loud as possible. Do you understand? I just want you to know whatever's happening is happening. I just want you to know I'm not the problem.
Gotcha.
That's it.
I understand.
Okay, thank you.
I'm just saying, if you need someplace quieter, it gets too loud.
I can't right now. I can't because my computer has a battery.
Gotcha.
If my battery worked properly, I would be more than happy to just get up and move right now. but my battery on my computer don't work properly. So if I unplug it, that means that I'm gonna have to shut my live off. And I currently have I don't know how many people we in here with. I currently have about 70 people in here with me. So we're currently in the middle of doing the show. We're an hour and a half in.
Ah, gotcha. I mean,
so if this situation ever it transpires again, remember I'm at 9 something in the morning. It don't open up downstairs until 11.
I can open up right now.
But I still gotta.
I understand.
That's the issue. So when he's over here just doing bullshit, complaining, and I'm just like, I've already been doing my show for like an hour before you even came, and now you're just making noise because you don't think I'm worthy of being able to do my show.
No, I think you should be able
Not
to do
you,
the show.
this guy.
I understand. All right. Hold on, let me take care of some stuff.
No, the problem is this. The problem isn't me talking. The problem is dude want to try to have control over me. When you black and other people think they better than you, they always trying to control the way you act. This is 100% a black thing. This is 100. I don't care where you from. This is 100% a black thing. This is 100% a black thing. Because when the other people was in here and they was talking loud, he was in here and he wasn't doing nothing to disrupt them. Guess what color they are? Guess what color they are? He wasn't doing nothing to disrupt them. Zip, now he went to go complain again. I didn't do nothing to him. I didn't do nothing to him. He just went back in there to complain. Do you understand? This shit is crazy. Yes, the other dude was, when they was being loud and they was having a conversation, he wasn't complaining on them and he wasn't getting loud. We didn't hear him. Now he went back to complain again. This is my life, yo. I don't know. He's just, I don't know what's wrong with him. I'm not doing nothing. This is crazy. Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna explain something. This is why I don't be getting ghetto and acting a fool all the time. We lose out when we get aggressive. Shout out to C. Jones. C. Jones is back, becoming a member of the BBN gang. Once again, salute to you, brother. We lose out when we get aggressive. I'm saying that, and this is from a real standpoint, and this is just some real shit, and this is 100%. Us black men, we have to learn how not to get angry when we get angry. All right? When we get angry, we have to learn to talk lower. When we get angry, we have to learn to think longer. Think about what we're going to say before we say it. Make sure that we're precise with our wording. Make sure that we listen to what the other person is conveying to us so we can respond back accordingly. Our communication skills have to be high. Because the minute we fuck up, it's going to be, oh, he's one of those guys. And there's a million of us out there that they wouldn't even be necessarily wrong for mistaking us for. Copy? Yeah, Mocha says he thought he could use his race. I have a dark complexion. Not everybody is like this, just so we could be clear. Some people are just douchebags. I don't think he was just a douchebag. And the reason why I'm saying I don't think he was just a douchebag is because he was sitting there the whole time that these two was talking. He didn't try to put his music on. He didn't turn nothing up. He didn't try to disturb them. As soon as they finished doing what they was doing and they went about their life and the rest of the people that was in here left and the noise went down, as soon as that happened, he turned his phone up as high as it can go and start playing shit. You can't tell me that that's just random. You understand what I'm saying? You can't tell me that. Of course it's a race thing. When the other Caucasian people was, he didn't do that then. Yeah, they automatically assume they don't know who I am. They don't know shit about me. They just think that I'm dark complected. If they do some weirdo shit, I'm gonna act crazy. They could call the cops. That's what they think. You feel me? And then they say they're not racist though. You feel me? They say that also. Right after they do all the racist shit, then they say they're not racist. That's what they say.
I'm African.
African. Think about it. If you see this guy's complexion, he said he's African. He ain't us. He is not us. He is not us. He's not us. No, I'm not African at all. I'm American. I'm a black American. I don't claim to be African. How about that? Have y'all ever seen me say I was African? Don't I say don't call us African Americans? Because we Americans. We are black Americans. Don't call us African Americans. What the fuck is he talking about? What the hell is he talking about? There's a lot of Caucasian people in Africa. I guess he don't know that we know that. Africa's a continent. Africa's, I just want to be clear on this. Africa's a continent. Africa's not a country. I know people think Africa's a country. Africa's a continent with many countries inside of Africa. People who are not very smart. Look, he tried to do low-hanging fruit. Hold on. He tried to do low-hanging fruit. Because I can't say how many countries in Africa, that means everything else that I say is wrong. Do you understand the manipulations of a narcissist? Low-hanging fruit. Oh, if you don't know how many countries Africa have, that means everything else you're saying is wrong. Low-hanging fruit. I keep trying to tell you, these people are not smart. Pay attention to how people want to argue with you. Low-hanging fruit. Pay attention to how people want to argue with you. Pay attention. Pay attention. Low-hanging fruit. Since I don't know how many countries is in Africa, everything else I said is wrong. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I don't think the other people were racist. I think he's racist. I think the other people was just being, I think he was just trying to smash Shorty, to be honest with you. Shorty's a cutie. I hope he hit. I think he was trying to smash Shorty. I mean, I don't know. But I think he was trying to smash. If he was trying to smash, I hope he hit. But the other dude, straight racist. Yeah, the other dude was a straight racist. I think they was just I think dude trying to hit. So, I mean, I can't be too upset. I just wish they talked lower. But I think dude was trying to hit. I'm here for it. Hope he used protection. He looking around to see who else in here and shit. Like, oh man, what is this guy talking about? Because he know he want to hit. The other dude, I think the other dude just lonely, man. Sometimes people get lonely, and in their loneliness, they don't know how to interact with other people except for in a negative way. So, the other dude, I think he just lonely, man. Anyway, B Maverick said, "Dude needs some attention, wife now." Sometimes people just be lonely, man. I don't know what to tell you. For real, for real. What up, Tiandre with a scene? He said, "Why do people beg for attention from people they don't know?" I have no idea. Could you ask me why everybody begs for attention from me? Could somebody please tell me why people are always begging for my attention? And I'm not just talking about this shit that happened in real life. I'm talking about online. My dude, we got like 5 YouTube channels dedicated to making hate videos about me every day. Who got time like that? I don't even got time to make 5 videos a day. What the fuck? Somebody somebody text me and I text back yes because I was thinking yes to a whole different question instead of what they just text me. He said we gotta share the space. No, I don't want to ask that. Last time I asked the guy just if he wanted to say hi to y'all, he sat down and started talking to me for 20 minutes. I ain't got time for that. I just wanted the dude to say hi, just hey, you want to say hi to the people? Hey, what's up? How's everybody doing? Shout out to this guy. And that's it, right? What's up? That's it. And then peace out. Nigga sat down, start talking to me. I don't know who has sugar in what. I have no idea about anything. All right, what we talking about? Put it in the chat. Let's get back to what we talking about. Put it in the chat. Conversations open and whatever y'all want to talk about. Yo, the queen's in the background. Shout out to Zeus. Yes, yes. Those is our icy queens. All of them magnanimousness. All of them. Nah, I don't really deal. I don't want to deal with people that get involved in my life in a negative way. I'm not one of those guys. Every single person I ever met in a negative way turned out to do bullshit to me later. So I'm not trying to meet any. If I gotta meet you over some negativeness, I'm not gonna fuck with you. People are just bad, man. I don't know what to tell you. People are just bad. Morning. All right, let's get to it. No, I was just saying good morning. All right, let's get back to it. Um, um, Tiandre Willison says, could we successfully organize a black ball against Killer Rap and how? I don't think we could successfully organize that. I think, okay, so what you have to understand is the origins of gangster music is actually rebel music. That's the origin of gangster music. Everybody likes to talk about NWA and shit like that, right? All right. Everybody likes to talk about NWA and shit like that, right? But NWA really, when Ice Cube was still there, they were rebel music. I would consider them to be rebel music. Go listen to go listen to Respect Yourself. I mean, Express Yourself. That's rebel music. Go listen to Moving Down the Street in My Six Fold. God dang it! I knew Eazy's whole first album like by the back of my hand. I used to know if I hear lyrics from Eazy's first album, I know almost every song like the back of my hand, yo. Cruising down the street in my 6'4", slapping them, jocking the hoes, and what do I see? Oh man, I can't remember this shit. Oh man. I mean, I can remember the words, but I can't say them. I remember the images that translate. Anyway, point being is, um, and that's another rapper that when he died, there wasn't a lot of music from him, but he didn't write his own lyrics. So I wouldn't expect there to be a lot of music from him because he didn't write his own lyrics. Um, I wouldn't I wouldn't expect to see a lot of Eazy-E music because he didn't write his own lyrics. Somebody else wrote his lyrics. So I guess he would be an exception, and anyone that isn't a writer themselves would be an exception to the rule, I would say. I guess. Right? Throwing the text on this one. Listen to old Ice Cube. That guy was a beast too back in the days. Like I'm trying to say, a lot of what we consider to be gangster rap nowadays wouldn't be considered gangster rap in the 80s and the 90s. It wasn't gangster rap. A lot of what these guys is putting out now is just, it's first of all, it's pop music. That's one. Two, I'm sorry, if you're just making songs about how many chicks you're gonna bang, and if you're just making songs about how much drug you use, and if you're just making songs about how many people you're gonna shoot, I don't really consider that. Like, I'm sorry, I can't, like, y'all guys are saying niggas is the best rappers that don't do nothing but make drug music. How can he be the best rapper? You wanna know? Okay, so I always thought Rakim was the best rapper, right? I'm gonna say not always, but when Rakim became my favorite rapper, he was just my favorite rapper. But I always, what up, Jody Spencer? What up, James S? So you see his smoking feet. But I always thought to myself, oh man, I so wish he came out with a song like rapping to the chicks, like rapping about, because I got so many other ways that I listen to his music and express my thoughts. But when I want to when I want to talk soft to a shorty, I don't have no music that he makes that I could listen to in order for me to either parrot or, appreciate the music to, like if you're an LL fan. And then he comes out with Mahogany. And that allowed for me to say, okay, now I know for a fact he's the best rapper because he can do everything. If you haven't heard Mahogany by Eric B. and Rakim, go listen to Mahogany by Eric B. and Rakim. Yes, KRS One's 9mm song is dope. KRS One is just a dope rapper. A lot of people are. So the point in which I'm trying to make is this. Just so we can be clear. Hold on, let me turn the mic down some more. You think Nas was the last great rapper? I mean, alive, maybe, but they are. J. Cole is incredible. I think Kendrick Lamar is incredible. I think that they are extremely underrated rappers that are a top tier. Um, there's rappers who I think are great at what they do, but if they step outside of what they do, they're just not that good. I think Fabio Foreign is real good at the drill music, but I heard them, they kicked a different thing, and it was like Fabio Foreign with a new style. And then I heard the song, and it was the same exact style that he always kicks. So I don't understand. I don't know what to tell you. Literally, I heard somebody say Fabio Foreign, new style. And then I heard the song, and it was the same exact motherfucking style that he's always been kicking. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Same exact style that he's always been kicking. Shit is bananas. I can't get there within an hour. Jody Spence, I was 100% thinking of Big Sean on my brain. 100%. Big Sean is one of the most skilled rappers I think I've ever heard. I'm just being honest with you. I don't know if it's because of the collabs that he had with individuals, but as far as wit goes, being witty, Big Sean is one of the most skilled rappers I've ever heard. Who's my favorite female rapper? Lauryn Hill. It's not close. There's no one better than Lauryn Hill as a female rapper. I didn't watch any boxing at all last night. For everybody that don't know, I have a place that I'm going to be going to look at today. There's a place I'm going to be going to look at today. A couple of you I will be sending the address to just in case they try to kill me. But I'm going to look at a place today. It's a 1-bedroom. I might rent the place for a month or two or whatever the case is, but I'm actually going to look at a place today. That's the person I'm texting with on the phone currently. So that could be a big one. That could be a good one. We'll see what happens. I was supposed to go look at the place last night, but it was all on me. I didn't take into consideration how long it was gonna take me to get from where I was to the place. So I would have just pulled up over there way too late to be looking at anything. So I was like, you know what, let's do it another day. I like Troy Ave. Troy Ave is dope. Troy Ave is dope. I like Troy Ave. So yeah, so I'm gonna be sending the address to a couple of people though, because they might be trying to. I don't know if there's somebody trying to kill me. I gotta take these things into consideration. People be thinking that I be exaggerating. Nah, man, I gotta take these things into consideration. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody saying congratulations and everything else. It hasn't gone to the end. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. We're going to see what's going to happen. I don't know. Maybe it's not a good fit for me. Maybe it's the best fit for me. Who knows? Anyway, let's go to commercial break real quick, and then we're going to come back. I'll tell y'all a little bit more about this thing, and then we'll talk about whatever we're talking about. But put it in the chat. I don't care what y'all want to talk about. Give me 1 minute. We be right back. I need to take a commercial break real quick.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. It seems that we are unquestionably late on rent this month. So much so that a irascible landlord has delivered a letter upon our current residency.
Damn. It's that time already?
Now y'all broke asses got 2 goddamn days to give me my money, or it's gonna be some serious repercussions and consequences. At ease, Beatz!
Hey, that's it.
I be on my grind. 6 in the morning. It be on my mind. 6 in the morning. That's why I keep that pine. 6 in the morning. When I'm on that grind. 6 in the morning. I be on my grind. 6 in the morning. It be on my mind. 6 in the morning. That's why I keep that pine.
That's why I keep that.
When I'm on that grind.
When I get it and go. Call that a fast break. Young cash cow and all I eat is steak. The pill game been booming, you fuck boys late. Your whole team rib touching, you the only one ain't. You hang around some real niggas, you the only one ain't. If I fuck with you, my word good as the bank.
Damn, if I knew 2 days ago what I knew right now, I wouldn't even be in this shit.
Hey, yeah, coming back. I have the same. We back. Also, Saloon is open for everybody that didn't know. We only had 2 Saloon drops early, so I know a lot of y'all might not know that. But Saloon is open. Also, I don't think I'm famous. I might be a little bit known here and there. A couple of people might have saw me. Don't remember where they saw me from, but I doubt very much. I don't think I'm famous. I wouldn't say that. If I saw me, I'd probably nod. I nod at famous people. I don't. I'm gonna say something real quick. If I consider you to be famous, I'll nod at you or I'll say what's up or whatever. I will rarely ever walk up to you and just have a conversation with you, and that's because I just think that has to be difficult. Like you can't walk nowhere, you can't go nowhere without everybody stopping you. Uh, and I want to be the considerate one. I want to be the person that recognize who you are, and I'm being considerate. I want to be that person. Boom. Somebody playing the sax. That shit sound dope. I need to have the sax playing in the background every time I'm rapping and shit. Every time I'm talking and shit. Anyway, let's get to the chat. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Anything that y'all want to talk about. Actually, Super Chat and Cash App is, I think y'all guys is like tied today. We're gonna call that tied. Super Cat and Cash App is tied today. Yeah. Salutes. Um, I don't know. The internet is pretty good here. I think I'm gonna be here for a little while longer. We're probably gonna make a couple of videos. Probably we go live a couple of more times today. I don't think I'm gonna make any 10-minute videos. We might go live. Anything y'all want to talk about before we go out? I'm gonna end this jump off. Give people opportunity to also use this area again. Well, yeah. I mean, at the same time, I'm talking about like if I just see somebody in the street and I know that they're a person of note. If I don't have an organic reason to say something to them, I might not. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes I walk up and say, I love your work. You understand what I'm saying? If it looks like, they're in an approachable situation. But I'm not the guy that's going to see you on the toilet and be like, yo, can I get a picture? That's not me. Also, yo, hold on. Y'all don't think my beard is dope? Do y'all notice how my beard, the grays, is like Wolverine? You know, like how Wolverine only has the hair right here with no hair right here? Ain't that how my grays is? My grays is just doing like the Wolverine thing. Shout out to my grays doing the whole Wolverine thing. My grays is lit as shit. Um, Shout out to James S. Yeah, James S. James S. do know a lot of famous people. That's a fact. It's a whole fact. Don't let nobody lie to you. Okay, she's killing it this time. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm now looking at Instagram chicks and my brain is, and I'm a little bit We need to get some other stuff done, and I need to get something to eat. I'm hungry as shit right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. Anything y'all want to add before we get up out of here? What up to the few? You know what? We're gonna probably go live in the middle of the day. Give me a little bit of time. We're probably gonna go live 2 or 3 times today. I like the internet in here, and actually the ambiance and everything is pretty cool. Like I said before, I don't know. Anyway, we're going live. We're gonna go live a couple of times a day. Anybody got anything they want to send me, send me. Also, we looking for everybody to become part of the green team. So everybody become part of the green team. 6ix9ine fan, how you not part of the green team? Because you know you're gonna say something, you get kicked. The few, how are you not part of the green team? C Graph, how you not part of the green team? Notice the people I'm mentioning. These are the people that be in here all the time. That when I got the chat open, you rap bastards is talking. How y'all the guys not part of the green team? It costs $2 damn. Yeah, everybody, please have a great day. Please go out there and do something worth doing also. You understand what I'm saying? Like, We got a bad habit of being a people that don't do shit worth doing. Go do some shit worth doing, man. Get it lit. With that being said, like, comment, subscribes, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get.